Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Danny Booth and I'm part of the family ministry team here at DCC, and I'm so thankful that we're in this study together as we explore relationships, looking at the life of Jacob and Esau and his relatives in the book of Genesis. Today we're going to be exploring the theme of joy. You see, conflict robs us of joy, but reconciliation is the means through which we can experience true joy. Today, as we look at Genesis chapter 33, it provides a powerful narrative of reconciliation, showing how forgiveness and humility can heal deep-seated wounds. Despite their troubled past and Jacob's initial fears, the encounter demonstrates a sincere repentance and the willingness to make amends so that it can restore broken relationships. We find Jacob and Esau, two brothers who have been estranged for many, many years, coming together in a moment of reconciliation. It is a powerful scene filled with emotion and significance. But what stands out most is the joy that both brothers experience in this moment. This joy, it is not a fleeting feeling or a momentary high. It is a deep, profound joy that comes from being reconciled with someone you've been separated from. This joy is evident in the way Esau runs to meet Jacob. He embraces him and he weeps with him. It is evident in the way Jacob speaks of seeing Esau's face as like seeing the face of God. This joy is not just about the resolution of conflict or the end of a feud. It is about the restoration of a relationship. It is about being reunited with someone that you love, someone that you've missed, someone that you've longed to be reconciled with. But this joy, it is not just for Jacob and Esau. It is for us as well. We all have relationships that need to be reconciled. We all have people that we've been estranged from, people that we've hurt, or those who have hurt us. And we all have the opportunity to experience the joy of reconciliation, the joy of restoring those relationships, the joy of being reunited with those that we love. In the story of Jacob and Esau, we see that this joy is not easy. It requires humility, as we see Jacob bowing 7 times to Esau. It requires generosity, as we see Jacob offering gifts to Esau. It requires courage, as we see Jacob going ahead of his family to meet Esau. We also see that this joy, it is not just a personal joy, it is a communal joy. It is not just about Jacob and Esau. It is about their families, their servants, their flocks, and their herds. The joy of their reconciliation spreads to everyone around them. It is a joy that is shared. It is a joy that is contagious. It is a joy that brings people together. And we see that this joy is not just human, it is divine. It is a joy that comes directly from God, a joy that reflects God's own joy in reconciliation. You see, when Jacob speaks of seeing Esau's face as seeing the face of God, he's not just using a figure of speech. He's expressing a deep theological truth. The joy of reconciliation is a reflection of the joy of God, the joy that God experiences when we are reconciled with Him, the joy that He experiences when we are reconciled with each other. I also can't help but notice that the transformative power that joy has on relationships. We see this power at work in the reunion of Jacob and Esau, two brothers who had been estranged for many years due to deceit, due to betrayal. The first element we notice is the role that humility plays in this transformation. Jacob, who once deceived his brother and father, now approaches Esau with a posture of humility. He bows onto the ground, the text tells us, 7 times before his brother. It's a clear sign of respect and submission. This act of humility is not a one-off event. It is a continuous attitude that Jacob maintains throughout their encounter. It's a stark contrast to the Jacob that we met earlier in Genesis, who was willing to deceive, who was willing to manipulate to get what he wanted. This change in Jacob's attitude is a testament to the transformative power of joy in our own relationships. When we experience the joy of reconciliation, it humbles us. It makes us realize the value of relationships and the destructive power of pride and deceit. Not only do we notice humility, but we also notice his generosity. Jacob in his joy does not hold back in expressing gratitude and goodwill towards Esau. He offers him gifts, not out of obligation, but out of generosity, out of a generous heart. This act of generosity is a reflection of the joy that Jacob has found in their reconciliation. It is a joy that overflows, a joy that seeks to bless others. This is the nature of joy in all relationships. It is not a joy that hoards, but it's a joy that gives. It is a joy that seeks the well-being of others, even at the cost of personal sacrifice. We also notice the role of courage in his transformation. Jacob, who once fled from Esau out of fear, now faces him with courage. He doesn't know how Esau will react, but he takes the risks. He steps out in faith, trusting in God's providence. This act of courage is a reflection of the joy that Jacob has found in their reconciliation. It is a joy that emboldens, a joy that gives us courage to face our fears and take risks. It is the nature of joy in our relationship. It's not a joy that cowers, but a joy that steps out in faith. It is a joy that trusts in God's providence, even in the face of uncertainty. See, in the original Hebrew text of Genesis 33, the word for joy is simcha. The word is used throughout the Old Testament to denote joy, gladness, or mirth. It's a word that captures the essence of true joy, a joy that is deep, abiding, and transcendent. For instance, in Psalm 16:11, David uses the same word to express his joy in God's presence. Say, you make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy, simcha, at your right hand, and pleasures forevermore. This usage of simcha in Psalm 16:11, it underscores the divine nature of true joy. It is a joy that is found in God's presence. It is a joy that is full. It is a joy that is complete. The fourth element that we notice is the communal nature of this joy. Jacob's joy is not a solidarity experience. It's spread to those around him. This is the nature of joy in our relationship. It is not a joy that isolates, but it's a joy that unites. It is a joy that brings people together, a joy that fosters community. And the final element that we notice is the divine nature of this joy. Jacob recognizes that his joy is not merely a product of his circumstance. It is a gift from God. This is the nature of joy in our relationships. It is a joy that reflects the very heart of God. A joy that is a foretaste of the joy that we will experience one day in His presence. Now, as we close our time together today, I want us to focus and remember the joy of reconciliation that we've explored so far in Genesis 33. We've seen how Jacob and Esau, once estranged, once at odds, found their way back to each other. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't without its challenges, but they did it. And in doing so, they experienced a joy that was transformative, a joy that was divine. Let's live it out in our actions and in our words. And let's remember that this joy, it is a gift from God, a gift that is meant to be shared.